Well, good morning, everyone. Now, if you're like most Arizonans, your tap water tastes, well, terrible, and you're tired of buying that expensive bottled water and even scrubbing that hard water deposit in your shower and around faucets and fixtures.
But not every home water system is created equal. So we've asked our independent water consultant, Derk Chamberlin, in to tell us what to look for in a water system and to explain how we can get great tasting water everywhere in the house, quit buying those bottled water, say goodbye to that stubborn hard water. You're going to do all of that for us today, Derk.
I'm going to do all of that.
That's a lot to a big plate to fill.
Right.
But we're going to do it. So tell me about, the hard water, the tasting bad.
Well, taste, Tina, is the #1 complaint. I mean, people don't drink their tap water because it tastes awful.
Yeah.
So what do? You go run into the store and buy, like you said, case after
Yep.
case of bottled water. You bring it home, you stuff your refrigerator full of it, and then what do you do when you run out? I mean, when I was growing up, if you suggested even buying water to drink, they'd laugh at you. Second is hardness. I mean, I don't think any Arizona doesn't struggle with hardness. Those scaly deposits around fixtures in the shower, around your faucets and stuff like that. And if people have seen me on your show before, they know that they probably ought to be a little bit concerned about the chlorine and other contaminants that their skin is absorbing in the shower. But I think most Arizonans just want water that tastes good, is safe, that you can cook in, bathe in, wash your clothes in. I think that's the big thing.
Well, and I totally agree. I mean, I'm one of those people that has tried to scrub those hard water deposits off my faucets, and they're very pesky. So I know a lot of people, their solution is to buy a water softener. So is that really enough to kind of fix all those problems?
You know what? Not really. And the reason is water softeners don't filter anything. The only thing that water softeners do is they take the healthy calcium and magnesium that our bodies need out and replace it with salt. So they don't take any of the bad stuff out of your water at all, especially the chlorine in the shower that I talked about before. And ROs, under sink ROs, the ones you see underneath the kitchen sink, they don't treat any water except right there at the kitchen sink. So you're still not taking the bad stuff out of water everywhere else in your home. So, it's the combination of the two, and they still don't treat all your water. And the thing people don't realize is your skin in the shower absorbs chlorine and contaminants 6 times faster than if you drank it. So it's a problem.
Well, we're absorbing it without even having to drink it. And you're right, a lot of people don't think about that. But, now we know what's not working. We know what we want. We know what's not, the things that we want to get rid of. So what can we do to gain all of that? Maybe get rid of some of the systems that aren't doing anything for us.
Okay. You know what? If you don't like the taste of your tap water, you're tired of buying bottled water, and if you have a salt water softener, you're tired of buying those heavy bags of salt, and maybe you're a little concerned about the stuff that you're absorbing in the shower, it's probably time you start considering getting a whole house water system that takes the bad stuff out of all the water that comes into your house, the water you drink, the water you bathe in, the water you cook in, the water you wash your clothes in, before it gets in your family, into your family. And the best one I found is that one I brought along from H2O Concepts.
Well, I know we've had you on before talking about this amazing system, but for any of our viewers that are watching this morning who have yet to hear about this amazing system, tell us how it's different.
You know what? This is the only system made of its kind on the market, and it's made right here in Arizona because it handles the problems we have in our water right here. So once that system is installed, typically in your garage, it gives you great tasting water at every faucet, so you'll never buy another case of bottled water. It takes the chlorine contaminants out of the shower, so you're not showering in it, and it's not being absorbed in your skin, drying your skin out, making your hair brittle and frizzy. And you know what? It doesn't use salt, so it doesn't leave that salt film on your skin that makes you feel like slimy when you take a bath or a shower in softened water, and you won't ever buy another bag of water softener salt. And inside the system, their special electronics actually breaks up hardness before it happens. So you're never going to have to scrub hard water deposits around fixtures, faucets, and it does it all without salt. And last but not least, once it's installed in your garage, you don't have to touch it for 10 years. There's nothing to do. There's no filters to change, no salt to add, nothing else to buy. I mean, you just sit back, forget that you have it, and just enjoy great tasting water.
Well, speaking of great tasting water, that's how we started this whole conversation. That was the biggest complaint people had. So you actually brought us some water.
This is actually Tucson tap water.
Okay.
after it's been through one of these systems. Now, I know you're a water snob.
Oh, and I love it because it's
She is
always
a water snob.
I am a water snob. I admit it. I can tell you when water tastes good, when it doesn't taste good. Even between different bottled waters, I can tell the difference. And I love it because you give it to us chilled.
And these fancy glasses.
Fancy glasses. So let's have a bit.
Yeah. It's a big difference from the tap water in my kitchen.
Imagine getting that out of every faucet in your home and bathing in it too. And the best part is maybe that you never run out. It's always right there.
Yeah, that is the best part because it's going to be all throughout our house. We don't have to go buy that bottled water anymore.
Right. So we have a plethora of good news. Tastes great, good for us, good for our skin, good for our hair, and we're running a special.
H2O Concepts is running a special. If you call right now and you're one of the first 20 callers and say you saw it on the morning blend, they'll give you a $400 discount. They'll give you $250 off in a Kick the Salt manufacturer's rebate, free normal installation. So installation won't cost you anything, and their financing package is available to fit any budget OAC, so there's no reason not to call. You can afford it.
Incredible. There is literally no reason not to call, and this is the time with this amazing special going on. So, Derk, I want to thank you once again for joining us.
Thank you, Heather.
And
Thank you,
introducing
Tina.
us to this amazing system.
Oh,
Make
you're
sure
welcome.
everybody has all the information to get a hold of H2O Concepts.
Right, thanks.
And so if you want the most advanced home water system available, great tasting water from every faucet, no chlorine or contaminants in the shower, and no more hard water problems, call H2O Concepts at 1-877-442-5222 or visit h2oconcepts.com.